Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what a morning looks like for me. This is while I'm still in quarantine, so it's not as fun-filled as it normally would be. So the first thing I do when I wake up is re-tie my hair because it always looks like a hot mess. The next thing I like to do is start by toning my skin just to get all of the residue off my face from the night before. I don't really like to wash my face twice a day just because I find that it makes my skin even more gross than it already is. And then I just get into my skincare routine for the morning. And I'm putting together a skincare video right now that should be out in a couple weeks once I've been able to try all my new products. So here's a sped up version of that. No intervention. No intervention. No intervention. No intervention. Blacked out, fell down, hurt loud. But damn it if I ain't proud, 'cause I know how to lose it all to find myself. Go ahead, call me a liar. I went to hell and I came back on fucking fire. You can call me a hot mess, but this is my process. It may not look pretty, but baby, this is progress. Gotta start from the bottom if you want that ascension. Did I forget to mention? I don't need no intervention. I don't need no intervention. I don't need no, 'cause it's my call and it's my bad, so no one wants. So the first thing I do before breakfast is starting the tea kettle. I do prefer tea over coffee right now because a lot of it's caffeine free. I still like the heat on my throat, but I don't necessarily need all the caffeine with staying inside most of the day. I like to serve my tea with lemon and honey. I usually put little pieces of lemon, squeeze them in there as you can see, and then I'll use honey. I try to get local honey, but sometimes you have to get what you can get, especially right now. So this particular tea that I'm using is from a service that sends you tea monthly, and my stepmom got too much, so I got the rest. But this is the English breakfast tea. Personally, I prefer the Irish breakfast tea, but this will do for now. Since you're already all here, since you're all here, why don't you tell me how it feels? Tell me how it feels. Be judging like a mother. Are you feeling high and mighty? Yeah. Don't touch me, no, don't touch me. You trying to save me, but I got me. Yeah. I don't need no intervention. For breakfast, I'll be having a bagel with cream cheese, cucumber, and smoked salmon. So you can see me here chopping the cucumber. I've found that I can fit about 3 pieces of cucumber on each side of the bagel, so that's kind of helpful when just cutting it up. This particular bagel was getting on my nerves because the way they had cut it was one giant side and one thin side, so it was kind of hard to toast the bigger side, but I eventually got it. As far as how much cream cheese I apply, I just do it to my discretion. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. For the smoked salmon, I found this in the seafood section, obviously. This particular brand was from Walmart, but I've had no problem finding it in my local grocery stores, and they usually have different flavors of the smoked salmon as well. If you don't like salmon, I know they also offer different smoked fish varieties. I haven't tried any yet, but salmon is my favorite, so I might not for a while. So for my breakfast, this is really just one example. This is probably my favorite breakfast for like summer with the salmon and the cucumbers just because it's so fresh. I'll usually add a little bit of dill on there, but I'm out, so I can't do that. But I also do stuff like breakfast sandwiches or a bowl of cereal or just like an egg. It really just depends, but this one is my favorite. And now is the tedious act of doing the laundry. So I usually do laundry about twice a week. I try not to do it too often because then the loads will be small, but sometimes I need it because I like to change my outfit a couple times. That's everything I do for my morning routine. Sometimes I'm not doing laundry and I'm doing dishes. Sometimes I don't need to do dishes. Sometimes I don't make breakfast. Sometimes I wait to brush my teeth until after I make my breakfast. I kind of change it up all the time, but that's just like a glimpse of one day of my morning routine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, and what's your favorite thing to do in the morning to wake yourself up? Give me a comment, let me know.